Waiting, waiting, waiting. हेलो, लोग ज्वाइन हो रहे हैं. हाय गाइस, लवली. हेलो एवरीबॉडी. बहुत बहुत दिनों के बाद, बहुत महीनों के बाद I'm here live with you guys. Hi Sandeep. Hi Pigs Chatterjee. Happy Singh, Vivek Kapoor. Hello. Hi Refia. Hi Nivid. नहीं. Hi Rabi. Hi Anuradha. Okay, so guys, today I am not going to be here alone. With me there's going to be somebody really important जो आपको बहुत सारी information देने वाली है. And she is the person, the face, the vision behind this brand called Ozone Signature. So like I said, I'm not going to be here alone. मेरे पास बहुत सारे सवाल हैं उनके पास जो आपके भी होंगे, क्योंकि ये जो मॉनसून का वेदर होता है ना, बहुत विचित्र वेदर होता है भाई. इसमें somebody asked me, do you snore? Oh my god, I mean what a question यार. Thanks. Okay, so ये जो मॉनसून का वेदर होता है बड़ा ही विचित्र वेदर होता है, एकदम वियर्ड. एंड उसमें हमारी स्किन, थोड़ी सी स्किन, हेयर काफ़ी प्रॉब्लम्स देती है. तो नाउ बेसिकली वी आर टारगेटिंग एंड वी आर आस्किंग दिस पर्सन हु इज बिहाइंड ओजोन सिग्नेचर. हर नेम इज सांची सहगल and we are going to invite her and I'm going to ask all my questions related to all the skin problems that we all have during monsoons and otherwise. शुरू करें कि नहीं? करते हैं शुरू. Yeah. Okay. Join us so that we can ask her several questions. Thank you, Faizan.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi,
Hey, Sanchi. How are you?
Very well, and so happy to be here. I mean, it's my absolute honor to be
I
talking
am
to
very,
you.
very.
I'm a huge fan.
Thank you. I'm very happy to talk to you, Sanchi, because I think all my fans and me also, we have a lot of questions to ask as far as skincare is concerned. And I've just told them that today I'm not alone with them. I'm here with you.
Yes.
And we're going to take this forward. So, yeah. So, Sanchi, welcome.
Thank you.
And yeah, tell me a little bit about Ozone Signature, firstly.
So thank you very much for being, for inviting me here. And it's, like I said, it's my absolute honor. And I'm so grateful to my products that they got me here to talk to you. And, of course, I think, talking about skincare in general, I love skincare. I love everything to do with, just the skin, how the skin works. And it's such an interesting concept altogether. I think more of us are getting into it as well. And, I'd just like to say, even when I run my own skincare line, I have tried almost everything under the planet because I'm truly very passionate about it. So, like you said, talking about Ozone Signature, how it came about as well. So we come from Ozone Pharmaceuticals, which is a pharmaceutical company that, we market and manufacture prescription medicine. Okay. And when we look at the skin is actually also, and not actually, it is actually one of the largest organs of our body. And, it's something that is a very self-regulating, a very intuitive organ. And I think more that we do skincare, hum jitna, the sare products these days they're available in the market, and it's one of those organs that we can very readily touch. So we tend to over manage it also. We tend to, be our own
Yeah.
scientists about it. So, that was the vision behind Ozone Signature as well, that, we brought the pharmaceutical element in it. We used the pharmaceutical infrastructure. So, actually treating skin diseases, skin concerns, whether it's acne, pigmentation, dry skin, dehydrated skin, actually seeing them as the skin's phenomenon and using our pharmaceutical infrastructure to point out why we have these concerns and how to best treat them.
Yeah.
So Ozone Signature then makes, we make skincare that works. Especially, we keep that at the forefront, that we treat the skin like we would treat an organ, and we treat skin concerns like we would treat any other disease. And, that enables us to manufacture as well as market it in a way with the same regulation that's required to sell a prescription pharmaceutical drug. So, that is what really stands us apart from, the skincare in the skincare industry, is our problem solution approach, and actually seeing it's just because it's one of the organs that we can touch and we can very easily, maneuver and hamper with, doesn't mean that we always have to, right?
True. True. So somebody's waving out. Yeah, I got you back. Yeah. Uh, okay, great, Sanchi. I want to ask you, Sanchi, I'm sure a lot of people out there want to ask you, what are the skincare challenges that one faces during monsoons? It's a very, like I said, मैंने जब introduction दिया, मैंने बोला भाई ये बहुत ही विचित्र season है. It's very beautiful,
Yeah.
but for the skin, it's a very difficult, the weather condition, and the season is very, like, difficult for us to manage various skin problems जो होते हैं. तो
Right.
आप बताइए कि what are the challenges that people face, and how do you combat that, like?
Right. So, see, like, जैसे ही मौसम change होता है, whenever we see the seasons changing, we see that, our skin also changes with it. What it needs kind of changes. And, especially during the monsoon, I think monsoon is it's kind of complex because, it's neither hot nor cold. It's kind of
Exactly.
humid. Like, I was very ambitious. I said, I'm going to have my life in the natural light, and I'm sweating right now, because there's so much humidity in the air. But again, so monsoon is an interesting time for the skin. So what happens is that there's so much water present in the air. There's so much, because there's moisture that's retained in the air. That's essentially water. So, it's actually a great time for skin as well, because, it's the time when we can pack in a lot of hydration, we can pack in a lot of moisture, but then also, to be able to hold the moisture that, hamari skin actually benefit kare usse. So number one is that, it actually is a great time to pack in all the moisture and, to actually hydrate your skin in the long term, especially for dry skin people. But it's also a time where, um, you know, contrary to popular belief, it's actually the time where our skin actually gets dehydrated as well, because there's water present in the air, and our skin tends to lose more water. Our skin tends to then produce more oil. In general, and that's why we see, we feel more shiny, we feel more sticky during the monsoon.
Right.
So again, it's about, again, striking a balance, and I think balance is one of the main things of approaching skincare in general. Of how do you actually assess what is happening? Uske saath, how do you balance out? Ki, I have to hydrate also, and I have to ensure that there's not excess sebum, so that monsoon is an ideal time for acne causing bacteria to thrive, because our skin is producing so much sebum, it's producing so much oil.
Yeah. Yeah. So how does one fight that? I mean, what is the regime, or what is the routine that one should follow?
Right. I think the number one thing is, I'll address what I said in the beginning. That
So
is,
somebody, a whole lot of people are asking, Sanchi, my skin is oily, my skin is sticky. A whole lot of people are asking, I break into acne scars, so.
Yeah. Okay,
We
so
should.
let's talk about the excessive oiliness first. Let's talk about people who actually deal with excessive oiliness, and they feel extra sticky. They have more breakouts during the monsoon. So for for someone like that who is feeling that because our skin, like I said, if the sebum is getting excreted more, if there's more stickiness, then there's a lot of buildup on top of our skin. There's almost we almost feel that during the monsoon that there is a buildup that's created over the skin. So I would say cleansing maybe at least twice a day is very, very important. Cleansing in a way that it doesn't strip off, like not a very over drying or not a very harsh cleanser is the ideal format for even oily skin people during monsoon, because you want to not confuse the skin. See, the skin is a very intelligent organ. आप जैसे ही उसको extra cleanse करते हो कि अच्छा मैंने सब कुछ ही हटा दिया अपनी स्किन के ऊपर से, तो the skin gets the signal that I have to produce more sebum, that okay, everything I'm producing, this person is wiping off, or like the
Yeah.
environmental stresses are not suiting it, so the skin then naturally tends to produce more sebum. So I would say number one is using a gentle but effective cleanser. Maybe a double cleansing would also help, like, using a micellar water first and then cleansing, so that, you're removing the buildup as well as not overwhelming the skin in terms of producing more oil. So number one is a gentle cleanser. And then I think, the toners really come in handy during monsoon. And, this is again a point of
Yeah.
packing in that hydration. Did you know, like, there's so many serums in the market. There's hyaluronic acid, there's vitamin C, there's XYZ. There's so many serums in the market. And these sort of elements, these, even hyaluronic acid is naturally present in our skin. So there's only one thing that our body cannot make on its own, and that's water.
Yeah.
So, packing in that hydration, I always love, especially during monsoon when it's kind of warm, when it's kind of sticky. We have a really good formulation of gulab jal. And
Okay.
I always like to use this in the morning. I use it morning and night, especially during monsoon, and it's a very good refreshing step. So right after cleansing, I add a layer of, and I use a lot actually. I go in and really almost bathe my skin in this. So just rubbing it in your fingers and just pressing it everywhere,
Wow.
it really helps, and it's very
Wow. I'm
refreshing.
sure I'm feeling this vibe here.
I mean, it's incredibly warm where
Yeah.
I'm sitting. So,
Okay.
this is
So,
exactly the kind of
Sanchi,
reflection.
now coming to what are the skincare routine adjustments? What should be made to combat dullness during monsoon?
Again, so let's understand first why the dullness takes place as well. So, for example, after using the toner, after using gulab jal, which is the most naturally
Yeah.
occurring toner that there is, and there's phenomenal things that it can do to your skin, especially for people who have acne. It's a natural astringent as well. It's a natural, it sort of, it calms down the skin a lot, and
Yeah.
it's a natural antibacterial. And this will really help with acne breakouts as well. And then I usually follow up with a moisturizer in the day. So, like you said, number one thing is for dullness during a monsoon is also because a lot of oxidation is taking place at that time. So, why does our skin
Yes.
feel look dull? Is because we are more in contact with air. The moment it gets warm, see, when we're outside, we're getting exposed to the environment, which is, it's getting, it's getting uh, the air, and it's getting oxidized in that front. And then when we're inside, we're using the air conditioner, or we're using, we're constantly sitting under the fan or the air conditioner. There's a lot of oxidative stress that takes place on the skin. Oxidation is, for anyone who's not aware of it, how anything with metal gets rusted. So it's when anything comes in contact with air, it becomes oxidized. That's why we have blackheads as well. That when
Yeah.
you just आपका जो
Yeah.
oil secrete होता है skin पे, when it comes
Yes.
to in contact with constant air and oxygen, basically, it turns black.
Yes.
So those are blackheads. So for that, we always recommend using a strong antioxidant. So for us, we have the serum C10, which is a very good antioxidant, a very powerful antioxidant. The derivative of vitamin C in this is L-ascorbic acid, which is very hard to formulate with because it's a very unstable ingredient. It oxidizes very easily. So, we really worked hard on this formulation and we were getting really good results. This is a really
Wow.
good format to combat the dullness in the skin because, again, it's
Okay.
working towards jahan pe
I'm going
oxidation is
to
taking
try
place.
this Sanchi soon. I'm going
Yeah,
to try this soon.
you must. You
Yeah,
will love
yeah.
it.
Okay. So, Sanchi, firstly, how do you pronounce this word? Kanaka Taila.
Yes, Kanaka Taila. I have it right
Okay.
here.
So, how does Kanaka Taila help with specific concerns like early aging, signs of aging, dark circles, spots, pigmentation? How does this help?
Right. So, you know, these two can be very good friends with each other. Especially
Okay.
because the one is an Ayurvedic formulation. So it's made with sesame oil, it's made with herbs, and I'll go into the herbs as well. But again, herbs which have very good antioxidant properties as well. And this is, a vitamin C serum, which uses L-ascorbic acid as its vitamin C or antioxidant. So I recommend for combating dullness overall and getting that natural glow on the skin, using vitamin C in the day because it works best in the day. And at night, you use Kanaka
Yeah.
Tela, which is a more, it helps your skin retain the moisture as well because it's oil based. And then, it has herbs like lotus, it has beauty berry, it has, manjishtha. So these are herbs that are naturally born in water. They're very good with clearing microcirculation in the skin. And,
Okay.
the absorption that sesame oil has into the skin. Sesame oil has a lower molecular weight than even water. So it really goes inside the
Mm.
skin and carries the benefits of the herbs inside. And what that does is,
Okay.
gives you a long time antioxidant effect on the skin. It gives you a long term microcirculation. So, even dark circles are cleared because the circulation within the skin is improved.
Wow. Wow.
So this
I've
is one
got
of our
to,
best
I
sellers.
mean,
People really,
you
really
know,
enjoy this,
this
and
is,
I
yeah,
would
Sachi, this is like a learning process, yeah. Like,
yes.
you're learning so many new things while we are having this conversation, and I'm getting to know so many new things. Okay, so
Program.
why is vitamin C serum so important, or is it important during monsoons, or we can chuck it, or is it like a good um uh, you know piece of skincare that we need to use?
Yeah. So, like I said, vitamin C is something that can be a game changer for your skin. Like, if you're able to incorporate vitamin C, I wouldn't say, people have a lot of options these days, so you don't even have to use it every day. But getting into a consistent routine in vitamin C is important, especially during monsoon, again because of the oxidative stress. So being an antioxidant, I think in the monsoon it's really important because our skin is in contact with excess oxidative stress during this time as well. So it's something that I highly recommend, that if you want to do nothing else, using a cleanser, vitamin C, moisturizer, and sunscreen, that should be your day routine. And in the monsoon, that can really help.
Okay. And the combination of vitamin C and um, Kanaka Taila, how does that work? Will it work well during the monsoons?
Yes, absolutely. So, again, vitamin C in the day and Kanaka Tela at night. So you're treating your skin in both the ways. One is a very natural Ayurvedic formulation. It is the herbs. It's like, it's like a balanced diet for the skin, if you know what I mean. That you're
Yes.
giving it
Yes.
exactly everything it needs. You're treating it in a long-term way, which is with Kanak Tela, which is more, it's better for sensitive skin. It's more for, let's say none of the ingredients, none of the acids suit you, then you can just go with this. If your
Okay.
skin, if you really want to take it one step forward, you should use both. But this is something that is extremely friendly to the skin. It's very thoughtfully curated. And this is a classical formulation, Delnaaz. It's very interesting. So Kanaka Tela and all our classical oils, they're actually, the formulations of which are actually mentioned in the Atharva Veda of skin
Wow.
diseases and how to treat them. So Kanaka Tela is not something we've invented. It's a classical Ayurvedic formulation. But it took almost a decade to get it right. It took so long to get the formulation right, exactly how it was intended, right? Because the name can be Kanaka Taila, but if the product inside is not what the Ayurvedic text wanted it to be, then it doesn't have the same effect. And that's why we find, I think there's an overall belief that Ayurveda works slowly or natural ingredients work slowly, but that's not right. If they're made correctly, if they're made intentfully, then they're really intentional skincare and they can really be a game changer.
Wow. Sanchi, I think people have, asked some questions. I've asked you enough, and we've got the gist of how to take care of our skin during monsoons. Thank you so much, and I feel that Ozone Signature has done a brilliant job. I, for one, right now after talking to you, I'm like going to try the products because I'm really interested, and every woman is like, she loves skincare. I'm sure everybody out here.
Yes.
And I think, yeah, after talking to you, I definitely want to try the product.
Great.
Thank you so much for being here with me and having a conversation and enlightening about, skincare. Thank you so
Thank
much. And
you so much, Delnaaz. It was my pleasure to be here, and it's so much fun talking to you. And I can't wait for you to try our product. And
surely, and thank you everybody who is on my live today. Thank you. I will come back soon and हम बहुत सारी चर्चा करेंगे बाकी सारी topics के साथ. ठीक है? So bye guys and thank you for being here and love you all. Bye.